Before we begin this powerful tale of a quiet guard and former President Trump that will deeply move you, be sure to subscribe so you never miss the stories that truly matter. The White House was unusually still that Thursday night. Most of the staff had gone for the day, and only the low hum of security systems filled the halls. President Donald Trump, now back in office, sat alone in the Oval Office, sipping cold coffee, unable to sleep. He glanced down the hallway and turned to his aide, Marcus. "Who's the night shift guard on duty tonight?" he asked suddenly. Marcus looked caught off guard. "I believe it's the regular Noah Jensen, sir." "Why?" Trump leaned forward. "I want to see him tonight." "It's almost midnight, sir. May I ask why?" Trump didn't explain. "Sometimes, the people you least expect carry the most important stories. Bring him in." Downstairs, Noah Jensen, a tall, reserved man in his late 40s, was just beginning his shift. His navy blue uniform was neatly pressed, and he carried himself with quiet discipline. He rarely spoke unless needed and kept a low profile since starting his job at the White House 2 years prior. When the radio request came for him to report to the Oval Office, he froze for a moment. He hadn't stepped inside that room since his military days. His hands shook slightly as he adjusted his badge. The walk down the long marble corridor brought a wave of memories, some filled with pride, others with pain. At the Oval Office, the station guard gave a short nod. "He's expecting you." Noah took a breath, steadied himself, and stepped in. Trump looked up, and the moment their eyes met, his expression changed. Silence settled thick in the room. "Noah," Trump said, standing. Noah straightened. "Yes, sir." Trump approached slowly. "I know you." Indeed, he did. Trump studied him carefully, not with suspicion, but recognition. "You served in the Marines, right?" "Afghanistan." Noah gave a slight nod. "2nd Battalion, sir. You visited our base in 2007. Trump's face lit with memory. "There was a car bomb that day? You saved someone." "Private Keller," Noah answered softly. "He was 19. Trump nodded. "You pulled him from the wreckage, under fire." "I never forgot." Noah lowered his eyes. "He didn't make it. But others did," Trump said quietly. "You gave them a chance." Marcus stood silently at the door, stunned. Trump waved him off. "Leave us." This wasn't politics. It was personal. Trump motioned to the chairs near the fireplace. "Sit down." Noah hesitated, then sat. Trump leaned forward. "You disappeared after that deployment. We tried to honor you with a medal. You refused." "I wasn't after medals," Noah replied. "I was looking for peace." Trump's tone softened. "And did you find it?" Noah's eyes held a flicker of pain. "Not yet." Inside that quiet room, two very different men sat united by a shared past. Trump reached into a drawer and pulled out a weathered folder. "I kept this. A letter I wrote after your deployment. Never sent it." Noah looked surprised. "Why not?" "I didn't think you'd want to hear from me," Trump replied. He opened the folder, revealing a handwritten letter. Dated 2008. "Dear Sergeant Jensen, some heroes don't wear medals. Some vanish after the battlefield. But I saw what you did. I saw the way you held your fellow soldiers. I saw the weight you carried. If you ever need a job, a place, or simply dignity, come find me." Trump handed the letter to him. "We lost track of you. No address, no contacts. They said you wanted to disappear." "I did," Noah confirmed. Trump leaned back. "Then why are you here now? Why work as a guard at the White House?" Noah looked down at the letter. "Because I didn't expect anyone to notice. I thought if I stayed in the background, I could serve again without being seen." Trump's voice was calm. "But I remembered." Noah met his gaze, emotion welling in his eyes. In that moment, history folded into itself. No titles, no politics, just two people, one quietly broken, the other deeply moved. Trump finally asked, "What happened after you left the service?" Noah exhaled. "My wife left. PTSD worsened. I couldn't keep a job. Lived out of my car for almost a year." Trump frowned. "You were homeless." Noah nodded. "It's hard to hold on to dignity when you're sleeping on pavement. And yet, here you are." Trump said. "Veteran outreach helped me find this job. Night shifts, no crowds, just silence." "You could have come to me," Trump said softly. "I knew," Noah replied, "but I needed to rebuild without pity." Trump's gaze softened. "Not pity, respect." Noah let out a quiet laugh. "I used to think honor came with awards, but it's about showing up, even when no one's watching." Trump stood. "You've been guarding this house without asking for recognition. That's real service." Noah nodded. "Protecting what matters. Not for the spotlight, but because it's right." Trump walked to the window. "Most people fight to be noticed. You chose to be invisible." "I thought it was safer," Noah said. Trump turned. "Maybe it's time to be seen again." Pacing for a moment, Trump said, "Noah, I don't want to embarrass you, but may I share your story?" Noah hesitated. "No cameras." Trump agreed. "I'll tell it anonymously." Noah nodded slowly. "If it helps others find strength, then okay, but don't focus on me." Trump smiled. "Deal." He summoned Marcus. Schedule a national address. No politics, just a story. 2 nights later, in a softly lit East Room, President Trump stood at a plain podium. Tonight, he began. I want to share a story, not of power but of purpose. He told of a Marine who had saved lives in combat. A man who refused awards, a man who returned home, carrying scars no one saw, and disappeared into quiet service once more. He now works the night shift. Trump said, protecting this house not for attention, but out of love for country. He never named Noah, no pictures, just words. By morning, the internet buzzed. Hashtags like hashtag Midnight Guardian and hashtag Silent Hero were trending. Veterans shared tributes. Civilians asked how they could help the Noahs of the world. Noah watched the address from his small apartment. No cheers, no lights, just quiet tears he hadn't expected. He whispered to himself, maybe being seen was worth it. The next night, back on shift, Noah found an envelope at the front desk with his name and the presidential seal. Noah, not all battles are fought in war. Some are waged in silence. You've protected more than doors, you've protected hope. You reminded me what quiet strength looks like. See me at 2 a.m., no cameras. Just us. Donald J. Trump. Noah folded the letter, hands shaking slightly. Was he ready for this? At 2 a.m., Noah stepped into the Oval Office. Trump was already there, not as a politician, but as someone who understood. I meant every word, Trump said, but I think there's more to your story. He handed Noah a faded photo, a young Noah with a little girl on his shoulders. Who was she? Trump asked. My daughter Lily. She died when she was 8. Noah replied, voice breaking. Leukemia. 6 months after I returned. I couldn't save her. Trump was silent. Then, you lost more than a war. You lost fatherhood. He reached into a box and held out a bronze star. This was meant for you. Noah looked at it. I don't need it, but others do. Trump said. They need to know what endurance looks like. After a long pause, Noah took the medal not as a prize, but as a sign of resilience. She loved daisies, Noah said suddenly. We planted some before I deployed. When I came back, they were gone. I never replanted them. Trump turned to Marcus, make a note. We're planting a daisy garden at the White House. For Lily, for every child of service. Thus, Lily's Garden of Honor was born to honor the children of those who served in silence. Noah kept doing his job, but now people greeted him with newfound respect. Guards saluted. Interns asked for his signature. One day, Noah found a note in his locker. Dear Guardian, I was going to end my life tonight. Then I saw the president talk about you. He reminded me that even invisible pain means we're warriors. Thank you, I'm still here. Another silent fighter, he folded the note and placed it beside the medal in his drawer. Maybe survival was the mission all along. He whispered, as construction on Lily's garden neared completion. Trump invited Noah for a private tour. It's beautiful, Noah said quietly. It's yours, Trump replied. On Veterans Day, you'll speak. I'm not a speaker. You already did, just by showing up. On Veterans Day, the garden bloomed. Noah stood before a crowd and spoke softly. I'm not a hero, he began. Just someone who lived through it. He spoke of pain, healing, and love, not for applause, but for acknowledgement. His words touched the nation. Veterans shared their stories. More gardens were built across America. Noah, still humble, returned to his duties. But now the world knew him not as a stranger, but as a guardian of quiet strength. Trump often visited Lily's garden. One evening, he placed a daisy on the bench. Nearby, Noah sat quietly still in uniform, still steady. Only now, the world knew who he truly was. Not a shadow, but a legacy. A man who chose to serve, to heal, and to inspire in silence and, in doing so, helped a nation remember what courage really looks like.